There are many herbs that people take in supplement form for depression and anxiety. But what are the best culinary herbs that have very strong medicinal properties that we can actually utilize in our daily cooking? Hi, I'm Jess. I'm a clinical nutritionist, and this channel is all about optimizing your diet and lifestyle for better mental health. And today we're talking about culinary herbs. I feel like we've kind of forgotten about the fact that we can actually include these incredibly powerful medicinal plants in our diet on a daily basis. While yes, may not be as strong as a supplement form, it is still going to provide you with antidepressant and anti-anxiety, as well as overall mood boosting properties. And the thing about herbs is that they're so easy to include. It just takes the intentional practice of actually doing it. So today we're covering the top 3 herbs that I'm working on including into my life this year that have mood boosting properties. The first one being saffron. Saffron, derived from the flower Crocus sativus? Sounds about right. Anyways, this guy is known to be one of the more, if not the most expensive spices, and this is really due to the difficult harvesting process. It involves a very careful extraction of the stigma, which is the female reproductive part, from the flower, and is widely cultivated in Iran, India, and Greece, so you'll commonly see it in that type of cuisine. We're interested in saffron because it has some pretty potent antidepressive properties. So much so that saffron extract was shown to be as effective as an antidepressant medication in treating people with major depression. Research suggests that saffron's mood boosting effects mainly have to do with its bioactive compounds, crocin and safranal. These constituents have many mood boosting effects, such as influencing neurotransmitters. Saffron may impact neurotransmitters in the brain due to the inhibition of dopamine, norepinephrine, and serotonin reuptake from these constituents. Saffron also possesses many antioxidant properties that may help combat oxidative stress in the brain, and it's also involved in the regulation of neurotrophic factors. So saffron has been shown to influence BDNF, which is brain-derived neurotrophic factor, which plays a role in neuron survival, development, and function, while this dysregulation is associated with depression. So since this is such an expensive spice and herb, what is the best way to include it in your diet? The thing about saffron is, while it is, yes, expensive, a little goes a very long way. One of the most common ways of adding saffron to dishes is actually steeping it in water like a tea. Then you can utilize the liquid in your cooking. So this is done to make something like saffron infused rice, but you could also just drink the tea if you want. You can also buy saffron threads like this and then grind them into a powder. But you want to try avoiding pre-ground saffron that you would see in another herb like this, because when this is the case with saffron, it's actually cut with other herbs that aren't saffron, like turmeric and paprika, and it also utilizes a different part of the entire plant, so you're not just getting the incredibly medicinal threads from the saffron plant. Basically, it's worth buying just these little threads. I got these on Amazon for like $9. I will put the link in the description. But let's talk about the second herb, which I already have in my hand, and that is turmeric. Turmeric is actually a root, or more specifically a rhizome like ginger, but we utilize it like a spice or an herb. Turmeric is also a very strong antidepressant, but the constituent in turmeric, curcumin, has been shown to have some anti-anxiety effects as well. According to research, turmeric may help relieve anxiety by regulating the release of serotonin and dopamine. Turmeric has neuroprotective properties that help inhibit the accumulation of certain proteins in the brain that are associated with cognitive decline. It has an anti-inflammatory effect, and inflammation in the brain is a huge cause of mood disorders. It's an incredibly powerful antioxidant that helps neutralize free radicals that can potentially damage brain cells. And it's also been shown to enhance BDNF and improve mood, likely through this function. When it comes to adding turmeric into your life, you really have a lot of options. I find that it's a great seasoning not just to add to curries, but I make it work in a lot of other flavor profiles as well. So I add it to my taco seasonings and most of the stir fries that I make. Turmeric additionally works great in drinks and desserts. If you haven't had a golden milk latte, you should try it. It is absolutely delicious. And then there's a lot of recipes where I might include turmeric in something sweet, like in the summertime, I like to make like turmeric coconut popsicles or add it to my ice cream. It is very delicious. Now the real question is, because I know someone will ask me, is do you need to add black pepper? The reason why people talk about taking black pepper with turmeric is because black pepper contains a compound which basically increases the rate of which turmeric is absorbed in the body. So it's not necessary for turmeric's overall anti-inflammatory effect or for absorption. It's essentially just increasing that rate of absorption. So it's totally up to you. I do it when it's relative to the dish, but I'm probably not gonna add black pepper to some of my desserts or to my golden milk lattes. The third herb I'm super excited to share with you because I don't think many people talk about its mood boosting properties, and that is oregano. More specifically, this is Mexican dried oregano, and we're gonna talk about what that means. Yes, oregano is a very popular herb for not only its culinary use, but for its various medicinal properties as well. It's a natural antimicrobial, antifungal, it supports the immune system, digestive health, cardiovascular health, etc. But oregano is also very rich in antioxidants and compounds that are called bioflavonoids. And it is specifically very rich in a bioflavonoid called luteolin. Luteolin is a flavon found in fruits, veggies, flowers, herbs, and oregano, particularly Mexican oregano. But luteolin has some very cool antidepressant properties, so let's talk about that. Luteolin is a natural MAO inhibitor. MAO is an enzyme that actually helps clear out neurotransmitters from the brain like serotonin, dopamine, norepinephrine, etc. So MAO inhibitors actually boost the levels of those same neurotransmitters in the brain, but do it in a much more natural and subtle way. Luteolin has also been shown to increase the strength of GABA receptors, which means that it likely has some anti-anxiety properties as well. Now you can probably think of more than a few ways to include oregano into your cooking in whole foods form, but if you want to get your hands on some Mexican dried oregano like this one, I got this off of Amazon. Mexican dried oregano, like I was saying, is actually like the highest dietary source of luteolin. What I'm finding about Mexican dried oregano that I had never really cooked with before is that it's good on both like Italian and Mexican type cuisines. So I can use this to season meats and fish, but I can also just add it into my taco seasonings as well. I've used both turmeric and Mexican dried oregano in my taco seasonings, which may sound strange, but I don't know, tastes pretty good to me. So what out of these herbs are you interested in trying? I would love to know in the comments below. I will of course leave links to this product and this product. This one is from Trader Joe's. And if you enjoyed this video, then make sure that you check out this video up here, which is on some mood boosting foods that you might be interested in incorporating into your diet as well. So hopefully I'll see you in that one.